Hello wanderers, this is Megan making my very first vlog. The lighting's doing something crazy right now, making it all yellow, but that's okay. It'll change here in a minute and go back to normal. Joining me are Hurley. See, went back to normal like I said. Hurley, who got distracted by his cousin. Hurley. This is Hurley. And Julius is the cousin he got distracted by. And Roxy, she's already asleep. It's past their bedtime. Technically past my bedtime too, since it's 1:30 in the morning, but I am making this vlog anyways because I promised Courtney I would make one if she did, and she did, so hey, here I am. I am 21 for the 7th year in a row, or so I've convinced my first graders anyway. Really, I'm 28. I've been married for going on 8 years now in November, to Heston, as most of you know. We met in basic training, kind of, as much as you can meet somebody in basic training when you're not allowed to talk to the opposite sex. I was kind of a rebel in basic. I did talk to the opposite sex, but I disguised it under asking questions about the Air Force since I was academic monitor. We started dating a couple weeks into tech school. We were in the same class there also. When I say dating, I say it very loosely. We dated. You weren't allowed to really do anything. You weren't supposed to have any kind of PDA or any of that, so we went out in San Antonio and then came back on base, and that was our date, usually. Well, we walked around the base a couple times, got lost. That was exciting days. I am from Oklahoma. Heston's from Arkansas. We are stationed in Oklahoma right now. I've been stationed in Germany. I was there for about 7 months before I got out of the Air Force. Heston started out in Japan, and then after I got out, I went to Japan to be with him where he was stationed. So we lived there for about 3 years, and now we're back here in Oklahoma. Awesome. Without the awesome. Anyways, I guess that's enough about me. Let me give you a tour of my room. We'll start, I guess, this way. That is a picture thingy. We got in Japan. It's 2 tigers growling, I guess, at each other. I don't really know how else to explain it. There's a window. If you scroll across, there's Nixon's kennel. Nixon would be here, but he is in puppy ICU right now. He's very, very sick. That's Heston's closet. It's messy. Yeah, that's about it. That's a dresser. That picture is me and my friend from Mexico City. Yeah, I went down there for about a month after I graduated. It was awesome. That's my closet. It's closed for very messiness, and I didn't want you to see my mess. In that white bag is my wedding dress. On the floor, those are some of my favorite shoes. My ones that I will show you here, if I can reach. This is my epic shoes of badassery. They've got these little spikies and studs and such. I'm not gonna lie, I've only worn them around the house trying to get used to them. They kill my feet, so I really don't wear them often because I'd like to walk rather than limp everywhere. Um, that is a bookshelf. I've got my yoga book on the bottom there, that blue one. It's one that I've had since college that I've attempted to use, but not very well. Heston's also tried to take over a section, or I guess a third of the bookshelf with all of his books. He's got some comics and other nonsense, Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. I have tried reading the Lord of the Rings book. It's very interesting, but it's hard for some reason for me to finish it or really get into it. I'm still in I'm on page 13 of over 1,000. Heston said once I get past the introduction it would be easier to read, but I quit trying, unfortunately. On the top is some Star Wars stuff that I'm sure a couple of you will appreciate. There's a little R2-D2 robot thingy up there. It has a remote and it moves and beeps and honks and makes noises, and the dogs always go crazy. They don't like it. I guess that's the left of it. My left, I guess it's your left too. Is the program from the Star Wars the Music concert thingy that we went to. It was really cool. The guy that played, or that did the voice for C-3PO, I guess he played him. I don't know what he did. The voice at least for him. He was there and kind of narrated the whole thing. He was really awesome. That yellow thing is a script I bought Heston when I was visiting Brittany in New York. Obviously it's getting a whole lot of views sitting up there, but hey, it's okay. If I keep going, that is the quote-unquote master bathroom. It's teeny tiny and it's blue and horribly ugly. That black space above the towel rack is where Heston knocked the wall out about 4 years ago when he decided he was going to remodel the bathroom. Obviously he has not done anything to it since. That's kind of a sore subject between us, but not sore enough that I care to fight with him over it yet. Keeps going. There's Hurley's Kennel. That thing over on the windowsill is something I got the very first time I went to Mexico City. It's my nightstand. It's got my wedding picture and my journal, phone, picture of mom and dad in there. Anyways, that thing on the windowsill, like I was saying, is something I got in Mexico City the very first time I went. It's called an Árbol de la Vida, Tree of Life. It's got Adam and Eve and the serpent and apples, I guess. Anyways, it's kind of cool. My Spanish teacher at the time had one, so I thought, hey, let me be like her, I'll get one too. And I did, and now it just kind of sits there, and people are like, oh, that's kind of weird, Megan, but I got it anyway. I don't really have anything exciting. Like, my life is really extra boring, and as Courtney was saying, it's hard to stare at the camera instead of staring at the screen. I don't have anything else to tell you, and therefore I'm going to stop it before 10 minutes gets here, because, let's face it, 10 minutes is long enough to hear me talking. I will see you all later. Yeah, happy Friday!